Assalamu alaikum. أنا اسمي محمد حجازي, and as leaders, we are constantly navigating a sea of complexity. And one of the biggest challenges we face, I think, is making truly balanced and effective decisions. It's so easy for our teams to get stuck, looking at a problem from just one single angle of view, and that will keep us from finding the brilliant solutions we are capable of. Yeah, just think about your last major meeting, like strategy meeting or new product meeting. Was it a beacon of clarity, or did it feel like a fog of competing opinion, where the loudest voice in the room carried the day instead of the best idea or the best opinion? It's a struggle I have seen countless executives and senior managers face. It's a very common problem. It's a very common problem. In my 35 plus years of coaching and guiding transformation, I have seen that same pattern out again and again and again. There's a much, much better way to handle this. There's a powerful, structured method that can take all of that chaos and turn it into clarity, into clear, organized, and effective action. And that solution is a truly brilliant concept from Dr. Edward Di Bono called Six Thinking Hats.
The idea is actually quite simple, but it's incredibly profound. To think better, we have to intentionally think in different ways at different times. Each of these hats represents a specific mode of thinking. It's like putting on a different set of glasses to see the world, which guides your team to calmer, deeper, and far more insightful decisions. So let's dive in and explore what each of these hats really means. And to make it really practical, let's imagine your team is facing a huge decision, say whether to launch a major new product. We'll see how each hat plays a vital role. Okay, first up, the white hat. Think of this as your inner researcher, the pure scientist. When your team puts on the white hat, everyone, and I mean everyone, focuses only on the objective data. No opinions, no interpretations. For our product launch, this means just the facts. As a leader, this is absolutely crucial because it ensures your entire decision is built on a solid foundation of reality. So with this hat on, your team is asking questions like, what are the hard numbers from the market research? What are our confirmed costs? What are the verifiable sales figures for our competitors? This simple step gets everyone on the same page, starting from the same shared reality before any arguments can even begin. Next, we switch to the red hat. Now, this one is fascinating because it acknowledges a truth that, let's be honest, most corporate environments try to ignore. Feelings and intuition are a real and valid part of how we make decisions. The red hat creates a formal, safe space to get those gut feelings out on the table without anyone having to defend them with a spreadsheet. So for our product launch, someone might say, my gut just tells me the timing is off, or I have a really great feeling about this new design. Now, these aren't facts, and they aren't the final word, but they are incredibly valuable signals. They bring hidden feelings and assumptions out into the open where we can actually look at them. Now, for a hat that's probably very familiar to all of us, the black hat. This is the guardian of caution. Now, in business, we tend to wear this hat a lot, but its true purpose isn't just to be negative or to shoot down ideas. It's to be a constructive devil's advocate. Think of it as your insurance policy against disaster. It helps you spot the weaknesses before they become catastrophic failures. Wearing this hat, we ask those tough but necessary questions. What are the real risks here? What happens if our main supplier goes out of business? Where are the holes in our marketing plan? And remember, the point isn't to be pessimistic. It's about being prepared. It's about smart, proactive risk management. And of course, to balance that caution, we have the wonderful yellow hat. This is the optimist, the opportunity seeker. When you put this hat on, you are intentionally, deliberately looking for the benefits, the value, and the best-case scenarios. For our product launch, this forces the whole team to look at the upside and find all the hidden potential. The questions here are all about positivity. What are all the good things that could happen if this launch is a success? Could this product open up a whole new market for us? And I love this one. The yellow hat even asks, if this doesn't go perfectly, what valuable lessons could we learn that would benefit us in the long run? And right there, you see the pure genius of this system. By using the black hat and then the yellow hat, you stop that classic tug-of-war in meetings between the cautious guy and the eternal optimist. Instead of a fight, you get a full 360-degree balanced view of both the risks and the rewards. It's a game changer. All right, next is the green hat. Think of green shoots of new growth. This is the engine of pure creativity and innovation. When the team puts on the green hat, judgment goes out the window. There are no bad ideas. It is a protected, dedicated time for wild brainstorming, without any fear of the critical black hat jumping in to say why it won't work. So here, we ask some really provocative questions. What if we didn't sell our product at all, but launched it as a subscription? What if we marketed it to a completely different industry? The goal is simple. Generate as many new possibilities as you can and break free from your team's default thinking patterns. And finally, we have the blue hat. This is the conductor's hat, the one that manages the whole orchestra. It organizes the entire thinking process. As the leader, you'll often find yourself wearing the blue hat. You'll be the one to say, okay, which hat do we need now? Keeping the entire conversation focused and productive. You see, the blue hat thinks about the thinking. It's the one that says, all right, team, we've got the facts from the white hat. Let's spend the next 10 minutes in green hat mode and just generate ideas. And at the end, the blue hat wraps it all up. So, what have we decided? What are our concrete next steps? It provides the structure that makes the whole process work. So, after all that, why does this really matter for you as a leader? Well, it's because when you guide your team through the system, nothing important gets missed. The facts aren't overlooked, the gut feelings aren't ignored, the risks are carefully considered, and creativity is given space to flourish. You simply get the complete picture every single time. This quote really gets to the heart of a philosophy I've held my entire career. The truth is, we all have a default thinking style. Some of us are naturally critical, others are naturally optimistic. The six hats model forces us and our teams to consciously step outside of our comfort zones and look at the whole truth from every possible angle. But look, just knowing what the hats are, that's only the first step. It's just the beginning. The real lasting transformation happens when your team learns how to use these tools together, fluidly and effectively. And that, frankly, takes practice. It takes guided practice to turn this brilliant theory into a practical, powerful, everyday skill. And that, right there, is where I can help you take that crucial next step. If you're ready to move beyond just understanding this concept and want to truly embed it into your team's DNA, then I invite you to put this theory into practice with me. I offer very practical, hands-on sessions where we don't just talk about the hats. We take this framework and we apply it directly to your team's actual, real-life challenges and work projects. This is how the method stops being just an idea and becomes a genuine skill, creating lasting change in how your team thinks, collaborates, and makes decisions. So, are you ready to transform your team's decision-making? To move from chaos to clarity? Please visit my website or use the number on your screen to get in touch and schedule a session. I truly look forward to the opportunity to work with you and your team to unlock this powerful way of thinking. Thank you so much for your time today.